name's Jeff, and welcome to the Results Now show. Today is Template Tuesday. Yay! So that is the day we deliver unto you a template that makes something you do every day easier. So welcome everyone, especially if this is your first time here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for taking the time. There's lots of places you could be. You've got lots of choices. You chose us, so we always appreciate that. Welcome to all our regulars and irregulars as well. And if you're watching this on the replay, where were you? We have so much fun live. Come back and join us live. For those of you over on Facebook, a great way to do that, up in the right-hand corner of your screen, or maybe it's the right-hand corner, depending on how we do this here. In the right-hand corner of your screen, there should be a little subscribe button when you press there. That way you'll get dinged every time we go live. Over on Periscope, when you're hooked up with Twitter and Periscope, the same thing will happen. You'll get a ding when we go live, so you can join us. Here's the quote for today. This is an interesting one I found this morning, and I really like it. The cure for anything is salt water. Sweat, tears, or the sea, by Isaac Denison. Now, if he only added the mountains, it would be the perfect cure. But I guess you don't have salt water in the mountains. So, all right, that talks about what we're going to talk about today, the perfect cure template, in just a moment. For those of you that may not know me, my name's Jeff Herring. This is Chubby the Skeleton, trying to elbow his way in here, hanging out with us. And what I do is I help folks just like you, online entrepreneurs, unleash, package, and cash in on your content, your expertise. Why unleash? Well, so many folks I work with have all this expertise in their head. Get it out, okay? Package, put it into forms, consumable forms, so people will join your community. Your list will grow. You'll get more traffic and make more sales. That's the cash in on it part, because you've got expertise. The thing I want you to always remember, folks, is your content is their solution. Always remember that. Always work with that. Your content is their solution. So, I also am the co-creator of the Custom Content Wizard that helps you make that content so much easier. And it's one of our sponsors today at Custom Content Wizard Special. There you go. That's customcontentwizardspecial.com, and get you a discount there on the Wizard. So let's dive in today and talk about the Perfect Cure template. All you got to do to use this template is identify, name a big, fat, hairy problem in your niche that people want solved. And then you provide the perfect cure for it. Now, don't get hung up on that phrase, the perfect cure. Okay? Thank you, Dean, for putting that link in there. Don't get hung up on the phrase, that perfect cure. Okay, because you're going to think, oh, I got to get the just right thing, and it's got to be perfect, and I got to spend at least a year developing it. Don't do that. Okay, call your solution the perfect cure. Okay, and that's the way you frame it, the way you position it, and what this template does so elegantly. And every one of these templates has really deep human psychology behind it. The psychology behind this template is this. When you can show someone, and specifically in this template, when you can show someone how you approach their unique BHAGs, big hairy ass problems, or whatever they call them, big problems, right? When you can show them how you approach their big fat hairy problems in a unique way, and especially when you can show them how you solve them in a unique way, that changes the whole marketing dynamic, turns it upside down. Instead of you having to pursue clients and prospects and members, they're pursuing you because you're demonstrating on a regular basis how you approach and how you solve their problems. That is gold. Two good pieces of gold here that I didn't even plan on delivering today. One is your content is their solution. And two, when you show people on a regular basis, that's real important, on a consistent, regular basis, how you approach their problems and how you solve their problems, you change the whole marketing dynamic. They're approaching you. It's a good thing. All right, so that is simply the Perfect Cure template. I invite you to use it, to create some content with it. A live stream like this, an article, a blog post, even maybe just a few character Facebook update. Using that template before your head hits the pillow tonight will be a great predictor of your success. So, nice little mug here. You make the difference. See? It's true, you do. You make the difference in your niche for lots of people, right? I gotta get Mike Stewart to have some nice music to play right now when it becomes story time with Jeff. I want to tell you today about my favorite practical joke that I ever played. Right now, I know this is going to come as a huge surprise to you guys because I'm, this calm, serious, helpful guy. I'm sure it's going to come as a surprise that I'm a big practical joker. It's a big deal in my family. It's a big deal with my friends. It's been a big deal all my life. And it was a very big deal with my graduate school roommate and I. Matt and I were doing practical jokes on each other all the time, on other people all the time. Some of them you probably shouldn't even repeat in a family atmosphere, right? So my roommate Matt got engaged to a very shy, demure girl named Laura. And as the wedding approached, this is months and months and months in advance, Laura was coming to me saying, Jeff, please be cool when it comes time for the wedding. I know you're going to do some jokes. I know what's going to happen. Just don't be bad. Don't be nasty. Try to restrain yourself. I'm like, Laura, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Because I'm doing all this research trying to come up with the most elaborate practical joke ever to get these guys. And then gold was delivered into my lap. Okay, they got married down in Tampa, and they were going to spend the first night of their honeymoon in Orlando at a hotel where one of our best friends was the personnel director. I've got an in at the hotel they're staying at. Their first night. This is going to be great. So I played that up and just grinned. And as the wedding got closer, Laura got more and more panicked. At the rehearsal dinner, she's begging me. At the reception, she's begging me. What did you do? Please don't do anything bad. Please be cool. Please, Jeff, for once in your life, show some restraint. And I would just grin. So Matt and Laura went on their honeymoon. First night in Orlando. I think they went on a cruise afterwards, somewhere like that. And they got back. And about a week after they got back, I get a phone call. They got in a flat tire. And so I went and picked them up. And we're driving back to their house. And we're talking, and finally from the back seat they said, Jeff, I can't stand it anymore. What did you do? What joke did you play? And I said, what do you mean? And they said, everywhere we went, the first hotel, the cruise, the second hotel, everywhere we went, every time we got served food, we looked under the plates, we inspected the food. Every time we got back to our rooms, we looked under the bed, we looked under the sheets, we looked under the pillows, we looked in the closet, we looked all over. Everywhere we went, we inspected, looking for what you did. What did you do? And I'm driving my little old 67 Mustang, grinning ear to ear, and I answered them. I said, you really, really want to know what I did? They said, yes, please. I said, really? And they said, yes, every place we went, we had to inspect everything because we knew you were going to do something. What did you do? And I said, that. And they said, what? What do you mean? I said, that. That's all I did. I didn't do anything. I did that. They said, what do you mean? I said, oh, you guys, I was planning on a big, giant something, okay? Especially with Kenny being the personnel director at the hotel, okay? But I realized about 3 months before the wedding, you guys were so psyched out and psyched up about what I was going to do, I realized I didn't have to do anything. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the best practical joke I ever played, the least expensive practical joke I ever played, and there are bonus points on today's show. Bonus points on today's show for the first person who could tell me what of the 5 rules of online success that story speaks to. what from the 5 rules I teach you for online success, which rule does that story speak to? Okay? If you don't get it right away, you're gonna when I tell you. Okay? Okay, 10 more seconds for bonus points. 10, 9, 8, 7. What story does that illustrate? Okay? Anticipation, Alan says, that's part of it. It's not one of the 5 rules, though. 3, 2, 1. I like that, Linda. First rule, less is more. Less is more, folks. I could have gone into some big elaborate thing, and I realized less is more here. Same thing online, okay? When you're building your product, when you're building your less is more, okay? You don't have to deliver everything, just a little bit, okay? And then lead people into their next success steps. So here's 2 things to do from today. 1, use that perfect hero template before your head hits the pillow tonight. And 2, look in your business and find out where you can use that principle. Less is more. And maybe watch your email inboxes for practical jokes from Jeff. You know, who knows? Got my mind thinking as we talk here. And what? You're not on my email list? Well, you know what? We have another sponsor today. This can get you in the community and get you some really good stuff, because the Perfect Cure template comes from 21 blog post ideas.com. 21 blog post ideas.com. Go there and you'll get 21 ideas for blog posts, for articles you can use for this kind of stuff. Live streams. Thank you, Dean. You can, Dean's so cool, he always puts the links here on Facebook. I appreciate you, buddy. And you can use them for videos. You can use them for blog posts, articles, anything. Okay? So 21blogpostideas.com. Go over there, grab those. You'll get instant access and a lot of good follow-up. I mean, a lot of good follow-up in the training. Well, I guess that's true. What I meant to say was a lot of good training and the follow-up. All right. Thanks for joining us, folks. As always, enjoyed it. And thank you for all the feedback about story time with Jeff. You guys really like that, and we may do it more than once a week. All right? So, again, before your head hits the pillow tonight, use the Perfect Cure template, and we'll catch you next time and help you go further faster. Now, I'm leaning forward here, one, so you can see more of Chubby. See, there he is back here. Thank you for that, Alan. Appreciate that. Alan says, great stuff, Jeff. And for those of you that are listening on the audio podcast and wondering what the heck this Chubby thing is, okay, there's always a video version of this podcast over on the blog at jeffherring.com. So you can see Chubby here hanging out, being lazy and trying to elbow his way in here. All right? So, catch you next time.